With over 3 decades of breeding, Master's Choice is proud to offer MPG, Milk Production Genetics. MPG hybrids exhibit excellent quality that frequently test higher than the industry standards. Our MPG hybrids have increased sugar levels that allow for natural plant health, increased flex for tonnage and starch content, and rapid fermentation. Master's Choice has correlated increases in milk production with the floury starch of our MPG hybrids, which are 10 to 15% more digestible than most industry corns. MPG hybrids have a record for success. The Master's Choice Research and Development Team uses advanced statistical programs to correlate nutritional values and trends of hybrids. Research and development has also begun to do background on our inbred lines in an effort to consistently produce high-quality hybrids. MPG hybrids must test high in forage analysis and have high plant integrity to produce consistency on the farm year after year. Quality and on-the-farm performance of MPG hybrids start with a research and development team that has been breeding corn for more than 3 decades. As the breeding philosophies of other corn companies shifted towards hard exportable grain, Master's Choice continued to breed for natural plants with floury grain. By staying true to our breeding philosophies, Master's Choice has become the industry leader for grain digestibility. To help further enhance the quality of our MPG hybrids, Master's Choice is beginning to look at proline protein levels in our grain. Proline, or Zen protein, encapsulates the starch molecules in corn and makes it more difficult for the ruminant animal to utilize the energy. Proline is like the mortar of a brick wall. The more mortar that is used, the harder it becomes to remove the bricks. So a corn kernel with an increased level of proline will require more energy to free the starch molecules, resulting in decreased starch availability. MPG hybrids produce less proline, so the starch molecules are easily freed and absorbed by the animal, leading to an increase in feed efficiency. Some of the other benefits of our MPG hybrids are the increased fiber digestibility, increased density in the stalk, high sugars, and floury grain. Density in the stalk is very valuable to quality silage production. Dense stalks pack firm, add yield, and possess valuable sugars that lead to rapid fermentation and reduced nutrient loss. Yet another benefit of Master's Choice MPG hybrids are the decreased ensiling times. With the soft floury grain of MPG hybrids, it is not a requirement to wait 6 or 8 months before feeding. Our silage and starch are very digestible and should be the first to be fed. To illustrate the superior quality of our MPG hybrids, look at the averages from the 2010 World Dairy Expo Forage Super Bowl. The Forage Super Bowl is one of the most prestigious competitions in the dairy industry. It draws the best samples from across the country. The finalists of the standard corn and BMR were averaged and entered into the Milk 2006 equation, which does not account for differences in starch digestibility. Master's Choice hybrids had the highest starch content and the second highest milk per ton. Master's Choice and our MPG hybrids have become a household name at the Forage Super Bowl with multiple finalist awards. In 2009, Master's Choice received a Grand Champion distinction for a first-time entrant and a Quality Counts Champion for the starch characteristics of the Master's Choice sample. In 2010, Master's Choice had another great showing with 5th and 7th place finishes and a Quality Counts runner-up for protein numbers. With feed costs being the most expensive component of milk production, it is increasingly important to be conscientious of feed efficiency, especially when corn is $7 and rising. For example, if a farm had 120 acres of corn that averaged 175 bushels to the acre, that farm would have a corn value of $147,000 at $7 per bushel. If the intention is to feed all of the corn, then improving feed efficiency by 10 to 15%, the farm could save $14,000 to $22,000 in feed costs. Many researchers and growers are seeing the benefits of our MPG hybrids across the country. Dr. Charles Sniffen states that increased sugars in our MPG hybrids translate into improved intake, microbial growth, fermentation balance in the rumen, and feed efficiency. Also, universities are observing the improved efficiency of floury grain. Michigan State researchers boosted the rumen starch digestibility of corn grain in lactating cows from 35 to 57% when corn grain with a floury endosperm was fed, rather than a vitreous corn grain. Master's Choice has an excellent selection of MPG hybrids with an option for almost every maturity range. Our MPG hybrid maturities range from 94 to 116 days. For more information on our MPG hybrids, please contact the sales staff at 1-866-444-1044 or visit us on the web at seedcorn.com.